This week on the podcast, we've written songs about Mission Impossible 3, the movie that proves the true Mission Impossible is maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
You know, Rob, you said that wasn't going to be good. I thought that was really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The alternative was going to be the movie that proves the true Mission Impossible is keeping a woman happy. Am I right, fellas?
Hey, fellas, gather round. It's the Roy's Review Podcast, baby.
Hello, and welcome to the Roy's Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again talking about 2006's Mission Impossible 3. How are you, Andy?
Very good. I'm good. I'm good, Robbie. How are you?
I'm doing well. I watched this movie, Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
And that didn't really change my mood at all, either way, so...
Yeah. I will say this for my for our YouTube viewers, I'm wearing what I wore to work today.
Excellent.
And I'm a little fancy boy. Got a collar.
My shirt also has a collar, but it is not what I wore to work today. I dress for golf when I go to work. Because I'm a professional golfer. That is not true.
Immediately rescinded.
Yeah, I'm not even a good golfer, but I do golf.
He does golf. I golfed once, and it was with you.
You did pretty good.
I disagree. I think my first hit, I did pretty good.
You did, and that's all I remember, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's true. You were doing some of the, you were bending the elbow, if you know what I'm saying.
That's why I've got those tendies-nitis. So eating too much chicken tenders. Tendies-nitis.
Very good. Very, very good.
Thank you.
Robbie, what year would you say that this movie came out?
That's an excellent question, Andy.
Isn't it?
And it would be the year of our Megazord. 2006.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to start at number 8.
What?
That's
Wait, hold on. You're going to start what at number 8?
The thing we do. I'm going to, I don't know. Do we describe it? Or do we
I don't think we ever have done that before.
I think people just catch on.
Yeah, they know what we're doing.
Okay.
It's the top movies of 2006.
There you go.
Maybe you could say the top flicks of 2006.
Hey. Number 8 is Mission Impossible 3.
That's this movie.
That's this very movie that we're going to speak about.
I can't wait.
It made $398 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is, but let me tell you the budget, which I have. Yeah. It's
you have a budget.
Christmas miracle. It is $150 million.
So it made like double its money.
Yeah. It did enough to make another Mission Impossible.
Enough to make like 5 more.
Yeah. And you know what? I think this is because I saw the next one, Mission Impossible 4, and that's the last one I saw.
Okay.
And that one's my favorite of all of the ones we've covered.
We have not covered the 4th.
Right, but I should say out of all the ones I've seen, number 4 is my favorite. But number 7 is...
take us to heaven.
Very nice. X-Men The Last Stand with $460 million.
Hey, Andy, do you listen to the Dixie Chicks? Give us number 6.
Very good, Robbie. It's Cars with $461 million. I'm surprised. I would think that Cars would have made a butt-ton more than that.
I think at the time, animated movies like Cars weren't making that much money.
Yeah. Well,
Andy, keep talking jive. Give us number 5.
This is a good thing you're doing. Night at the Museum with $574 million.
I'm surprised that did better than this.
Yeah. Also, these are big jumps in grosses. Grease?
Yep. Yep.
Gross.
No, it's Grease. Grease Lightning.
Yay. Number 4.
Andy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I swear to God, I need some more. So give us number 4.
All right. Casino Royale. It's a future episode.
Yeah.
$606 million.
What? How much? How many cents? $606 million and how many cents?
It doesn't say, Rob.
That's. I thought for that one it might.
No.
That was number 4, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm glad you could hear me. So give me number 3.
That's Ice Age 2: The Meltdown with $660 million. Animated movies don't make that much money. I'm Robbie. Get got, brother. Get got.
You give me number 2.
Very good. The Da Vinci Code with $760 million.
A B. Up, down.
Very good. R1, R2, L1, R2, left, right, down, up, left, right, down, up. Yeah, that's
Andy.
how you get the weapons.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Bobby just sprayed his entire room. Listen,
This has been a lot of fun. Now go ahead and give us number 1.
Sure thing. Bobby is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest with $1 billion.
I think you mean Caribbean.
Whatever, man. $1 billion, dude.
Yo, check out this dead guy's sternum I found. It's like, oh my God.
And everyone was like, take my money. Take it. Do you remember how big the Da Vinci Code was, like the books and everything?
Yes, and then I remember, I've never read it. I need to stress that.
Me neither.
But I also remember the big deal it was Tom Hanks' hair.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, his hair's so bad. I was like, it's just straight. I don't understand the problem.
Yeah, huh? I don't know. I never saw the movies, never read the books.
I did see the movie.
How was it?
I remember liking it.
Okay.
I saw it in theaters though, so.
All right.
All right.
Should we talk about Mission Impossible Trace?
We should. I think that would be good. Nothing but rhymes today.
Nothing.
Hope you've come to play.
Oh shit.
Everyone's left. And I wear a beard because my chin is cleft. Okay, I'm done. The movie opens up. Philip Seymour Hoffman, playing Owen Davian, has put an explosive in Ethan Hunt's head. He's looking for a rabbit's foot. He's gonna kill this woman if Hunt doesn't tell him where it is. I think this opening scene is awesome.
Yes, this is very J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Where it's like have a hook to get the people in and excited and like, wow, that's intense. And then have the payoff be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens.
I think the shaky cam actually adds to the tension here too. It doesn't always do that.
Like you said, this opening scene is excellent. It's like the best part of this movie.
Yeah. By far.
Yeah. It's one of the better opening scenes of any movie, like any action movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's so suspenseful. There's so much on the line. There's so much intrigue because you're like, what's the rabbit's foot? Who's that? What's going on? Is he going to kill her? Is he going to kill Ethan? What's going on? It's so good.
Because it drives you right into it.
Yeah, it's incredible. And like the roller coaster that Ethan is on here. He's like, hey, listen, man, let's calm down. And he just starts counting down. And he's like, he builds up and he loses it. He's like, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I swear if it's the last thing I do. And then he's like, 7, and he's like, listen, man, we all said some things, all right? Like, and that happens like 6 times, but each time it's just ratcheting the tension, and I'm just like, it was so good that my wife was in the other room, and I was like, babe, watch this scene, and she was just like, yeah, it was cool. I was like, no. It's really good.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is so good in this movie. He's incredible.
Yeah, I mean he's
Philip
Philly
Seymour
C.
Hoffman.
Philly C, brother.
Hunt refuses to tell him where the rabbit's foot is, so he counts to 10 and bang!
Yeah.
We then get a nice little quick credits, and we're at an engagement party for Ethan and Julia. Julia's mom or sister give a whole speech about Julia's dad being dead and Hunt's parents being dead. What an awesome party!
This is all pretty strange, especially like there's a scene where her and all of her friends are just talking about how great Ethan is.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird.
Tom Cruise walked in one day. I punched up the script a little bit.
They're like, okay, all right.
His
You're the
dick,
boss.
His dick is,
Yeah.
oh, really? 12?
Yeah. 12
Amazing.
feet.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a curse.
A can of beans, huh? Thick as a can of beans.
They call them bushes.
That's not just because of his pubic hair.
Nah, because of the baked beans. You understand?
This scene is really just to establish that Hunt can read lips, and it's really creepy because he pops his head out and is like, Monica!
Yeah.
And they're like, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah. It's I guess this is establishing who the woman is.
Yeah, it's just establishing he's in a relationship because it is 6 years since the last movie.
Yeah, and also it also establishes she has no knowledge of his past with was it IMF?
IMF. Okay, at the end of the movie, when he's like, I'm part of the Impossible Mission Force, I was genuinely, as a joke, gonna be like, what is it called? The Impossible Mission Force? And then, that's what it's called. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, that's a poochie way of figuring out a name.
Yeah.
Some guy went, I don't know, Impossible Mission Force? Make it better. Walked up to me and goes, does that go with everybody else?
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, not great.
But that's such a nitpick, because who cares? It's probably from the show.
Yeah, probably. That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. As the party is winding down, a young Aaron Paul says hello.
Yeah.
He looks like a child here.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 17.
Yeah.
Hunt gets a call. It's clearly spy speak, for he has a mission because they're an all expenses paid trip to Mexico.
Yeah. I did like how he just like tosses all the ice out. He's like, hey, we're out of ice. I better go get some.
She goes, can't someone else do it? It's like, you can't invite people to a party and then go, all right, who's going to go get us ice?
Yeah. Yeah.
He meets with Billy Crudup at 7-Eleven, and Crudup tells Hunt about a search and rescue mission. First of all, it's hilarious that they're at a 7-Eleven. I don't know why.
Yeah, they should have met at an 812.
Very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Hunt says no, but it is pretty obvious he's going to change his mind. I do have a question. Questions. Why did Hunt bring the dog?
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
It is weird. They like established. We see the dog once at the beginning. He like licks something, like food off the stairs or something, and then Hunt brings him to meet Billy Crudup. It's like, I don't know, dude. It seems like you're setting up for your dog to get killed, and then the dog doesn't appear again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that brings me to a question. Who's feeding the dog when they're in China?
That's a great question.
I hope that dog's not dead.
Hunt watches the mission debrief through a disposable camera. I think that's a lot of fun. He's just standing there holding the camera up. And the way it like fizzles out and all the smoke and stuff comes from the camera, I like that a lot.
Same. That's cool. That's cool secret agent stuff.
Yeah, I also love Billy Crudup giving him the disposable camera and saying, hey, take a lot of pictures for the engagement party for me.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And the classic, your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
And you know you're going to accept it.
Yeah, you're Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Pretty much.
He is decidedly less crazy in this than he was in the previous movie.
I think because he has someone he loves, Andy.
Of course. But it's also, there's nowhere to go but down from the last movie.
That is true.
Like, it starts off, he's like free climbing, like no ropes, just climbing up a mountain, like a psychopath.
That was great.
Yeah.
This movie's better than that one. This is better than the second one.
Yeah.
The next morning, Hunt lies to Julia and says that he has to go to a conference in Houston. We're now in Berlin. How convenient is it that Luther is on every fucking team for Ethan Hunt?
Yeah, they're boys.
Yeah. He's able to identify... Oh, Luther is Ving Rhames, by the way. I think we all know that, but I feel like I should establish that.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a funny thing. When I was looking... Whatever I watched on Paramount, I think I searched for it, like on the Roku app, and it comes up with, like, the cast and everything. And it said, like, Laurence Fishburne is in the movie. And I was like, yo, that's mad racist. That's Ving Rhames. And I was like, oh, they're both in the movie.
Yeah. This movie has 2 black people.
What? No, it's just I didn't know Laurence Fishburne was in this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible. He's Laurence Fishburne.
Yeah. He burned his fish.
Oh, my God.
That's bad. That's bad and stupid.
Yeah, I went to his restaurant. I got the salmon. I had to send it back.
Yeah. Like, Lawrence, you burned my fish. He's like, it's in the name, brother.
Great point.
Like, hell yeah. And he called me brother because we both got gaps.
Luther is able to identify Kerry Russell's character via her vascular ID.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I don't know.
It's like, hey, we're reading her veins.
That's quite vain of you. I did not pick up on that.
Yeah, that's what he said. Because then they like scan her and you see all her veins and shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, check out this vein. It's like, oh my God, Luke. While Hunt is sneaking his way through the building, Luther is trying to talk him out of getting married. This is not the time, dude.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the small talk during a stealth mission. Like, he's
Yeah, I
like
don't
running
like-
down a corridor, like gun at the ready, and he's also like, yeah, so I'm thinking about settling down. Like, stop.
I know.
Stop.
Shut the
Save it for
fuck
after.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunt saves the hostage Lindsay, that's Kerry Russell, and pumps her full of adrenaline. Maggie
Cool.
Q.
I like this stuff. This is cool.
Yeah. Maggie Q goes into a room and a dude is dying, but holds on just long enough to pull the pin, and she escapes, so it's all for naught.
Yep. Just we needed a cool guy explosion thing, but it
A
does,
lot of fun.
destroy the hard drive thing that they're after.
Yes, because later on he's like, it's Quispy.
Yeah.
Is how they described it.
Yeah.
There's a big shootout. It ends when Hunt shoots a guy out of a window. That's cool.
Yeah. That is cool.
Most of the fights in this are really cool.
They are cool. They're like cool and frenetic. You know, a lot of shaky cam, a lot of Born Identity ass shaking cam, but not too bad. It's not too bad.
Now, that being said, I don't like this helicopter chase.
No. Well, what about so that last guy he shoots
Through the window?
Yeah, she's like, how many rounds you have? And he checks. He's like, enough. and it's one bullet.
Yeah.
And he that's try hard, man. You could have just said one.
It is. It's very much like he's trying to do you better ask yourself.
Yeah.
You fire 5 shots or 6.
Yeah.
You know, and he's trying to do something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of try hard lines in this movie. There's one at the Vatican that is horrendous.
I know exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But this helicopter chase, they're going through a windmill farm, and Lindsay gets a...
When you pull up.
Yeah, I know.
They're in a helicopter.
They're trying to use the windmills to dodge the other helicopter, but they're shooting like RPGs at them and shit. It's like, that's enough. I don't need the windmills. I'm confused.
Yeah,
and then,
there's a lot going on here.
And then Hunt gives Lindsay a fucking brain x-ray.
Yeah.
On the helicopter, and he's like, oh, there's something in her noggin.
Well, that's because she's like, ouch.
Yeah, I got a headache, probably from this spinning helicopter.
I could do it, but we find out there's a little bomb in her noggin.
Yes. And Ethan is going to stop Lindsay's heart to deactivate the bomb or something. He knows exactly what it is. They're good.
Yeah.
I do think, again, either cut out the other helicopter or the windmills. Either one of the other is fine.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about this whole movie. There's constantly like tension, and that's cool. I'm into this. This is a very Mission Impossible movie. Like, it feels more like the first one than the second one.
That I agree with.
To a much better result.
Because I was going to say, the name of the movie is Mission Impossible 3.
That's true. That's a fact.
It is a fact.
Yeah.
It's fax, as the kids would say. Send a fax. My fax number, I don't have a fax number. It's 2025, Andy.
You know what kids say? They say fax, no printer.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And I say, lame. And they beat me up, dude. They wait for me in the parking lot. They beat the shit out of me.
With their parents?
I teach elementary school, so just picture that.
The helicopter that's chasing them flies into a windmill, and Lindsay dies right before Hunt can shock her.
That was cool. One of her eyes is like...
Yeah. Because it like short circuits or whatever.
Yeah. That was cool. I thought if her head exploded, it would be like, bam, like brains everywhere.
Right.
But it's not. It's very subtle. It's just like...
Yeah, just basically a shot to the brain, and you're done.
Yeah. Dunzo, I would say.
Hunt returns home, and he's all sad that this person that we had never met before is dead. So it's like, I don't really care.
And they give you like that flashback of like him training her. It's like, okay, kind of forcing this, but all right. It's Kerry Russell. I like Kerry Russell.
Yeah,
sure, I feel
fine.
something.
Ethan Hunt gets questioned by Brassel, that's Laurence Fishburne, and he's absolutely cold. I love this line. This is intelligence. So far, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, just roasting them. Right.
We're at Lindsay's funeral, and that's when we get the montage of Hunt reminiscing about training her. She was the first of his trainees that he recommended for field duty. Terrible teacher.
Yeah, didn't work out. Also, Ving Rhames is like, hey, did you sleep with her?
No.
And
what was the exact wording of the question?
I don't remember. What did he say?
Did you sleep with your sister?
Oh, yeah, because he said she was like a sister. He's like, did you sleep with her? Did you sleep with your sister?
Why did you word it like that?
I don't know, but he doesn't say no. He's like,
That's true.
He just gives him a look. He's like, come on, man. It's like, that wasn't a no, man. Did you sleep with her or what? It's not my
He's like, wait. Well, he went, do you mean my literal sister or her?
Yeah.
Hunt gets a call that Lindsay sent him a postcard from Berlin, and there's a blank micro dot on it. This is where he's like, hey, you sleeping with your sister?
Yeah.
The hard drives are crispy, but Simon Pegg, Benji, apparently he thinks he can fix it. Is this his first appearance in the movie, Simon Pegg?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I find him a welcome addition. I like Simon Pegg a lot.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's better in the movies to come. He's got a bigger role. But I always liked Simon Pegg.
Simon get pegged, brother.
I fucking wish, brother.
Apparently, Davian is at the Vatican looking for the rabbit's foot. Hunt then decides he's going to go on a secret mission that he's not going to tell his bosses about. What a smart idea.
Yeah. I did like the line, to backtrack a little bit, when he's talking about the weapon, Simon Pegg's character, he's like, talks about an anti-god.
Yeah.
That was, like, to me, fascinating. I was like, oh, shit. Are they going to do something like that? Nope.
They don't even tell us what the rabbit's foot is.
They don't even tell you what the fucking thing is. It's just like a little weird vial.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that, a chemical? Is it the anti-god thing? What are we doing?
At the end of the movie, he asks Brassel, Hunt asks Brassel, what is the rabbit's foot? I was expecting Brassel to just be like, a MacGuffin. Dun,
That's essentially what
dun, 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 dun.
He says, a McMuffin.
Ah, banana.
It goes, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. I'm loving it.
Nice.
Thank you. But, yeah, very dystopian. And it sounds like what they're doing in the newer Mission Impossibles, because I know it's got a lot to do with, like, AI.
Oh.
So, like, I wonder if the newer ones are drawing back from this very line that
It's just
they
Terminator.
have here. Oh. It's weird, isn't it, that, like, we keep advancing AI, yet, like, the movie Terminator came out?
It is a little weird.
It's weird, like, hey, look at that. Did that end well?
Yes.
What are you doing? I guess the movies did end well, yeah.
The movies were good, so I'm for it.
Right? Yeah, previous episodes, check them out.
Ethan tells his fiancée that he's going away again, and he's still not telling her the truth. What a dope. What a fucking, just tell her, dude.
At this point, yeah. But also, is it the last time he's like, hey, I'm going away, and she's like, you care to elaborate, or?
Well, this is where he says that, and then they get married at the hospital on a whim.
Okay.
So there's some dying person waiting for a priest to read their last rites, but these two have to get married right now.
Yeah, and then they fuck in a medical closet.
She's fired.
Fired up.
No, she's fired. They have sex
Yeah,
in the
fired
closet
up,
of her
bro.
job.
Yeah, she's fired up, brother.
That's an insane thing to do. Like, they got married and immediately went to the closet. I'm surprised no one, don't go in. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Hey, we know what you're doing.
What
I'm sure
the
there's
fuck
plenty of fucking in a hospital, though.
There are beds everywhere.
Yeah, they even have, like, where, you know, nurses and doctors do, like, overnights. They have, like, rooms for that. Why
Yeah.
don't they go there?
What are you doing? Someone's going to walk in there.
Maybe that's part of the thrill. Ethan loves a thrill.
That's true. That is.
Yeah.
He can't get it up unless he's going to get caught.
Yeah, he needs to be in danger. Yeah. So they got married already at this point.
Yes, they just got married and fucked in the closet, which
Yeah,
is so romantic.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah. Because now we're in Rome. And they're disguised as DHL drivers whose truck breaks down or whatever. I gotta be honest, when Hunt said, don't forget V-smoke, I thought he said, don't forget to smoke. Like it's Europe, so I was like, remember, it's Europe, smoke to fit in.
Yeah, that's what they do here.
Yeah, but no, I was wrong.
I thought that their Italian, after they, like, pretend fight, was, like, this seems like it would be offensive to Italians. So, like, it's like, come on, guys, do a little bit.
Hunt runs up a wall, looks directly into the camera, and says, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. And I almost turned it off. I was like,
I have seen that clip on the internet at some point, and I thought, like, okay, that's code for something.
that's what I thought. I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
And he's just being a silly goose.
Like, I
Just
don't know what
climbed
it
the wall.
is.
And said, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Get out of here, Ethan. I would have been like, if I was on the other line, abort mission, we're out. We're done.
I hope you
pull that
fall.
shit.
Please fall.
Yeah.
That's so
I've just
stupid.
I've alerted the guards to your presence.
Hunt blocks a camera and changes his disguise to that of a priest. And then he passes by some weird lab in the Vatican. There's just a weird lab inside the Vatican.
It's Mission Impossible, brother.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, after he does the Humpty Dumpty thing and he jumps down the wall, he gets suspended. Little throwback.
Oh, yeah.
Tasteful.
It is tasteful because they didn't fucking smash your face in it.
No, there was just like, it's a little, hey, you remember
Hey,
that?
you've
It's
seen
like,
these
hell yeah.
movies.
Hell yeah, that was the best part of that last one. That was good stuff. That first one, rather.
The other guy, I think his name is Declan, is disguised as a tourist. I do like this, like, spies in disguise stuff, with them, like, changing outfits.
It's great. It's great. This is the stuff that I'm here for.
Maggie Q takes a bunch of pictures of Davian at the ball or gala that they're going to. That allows the team to, like, make a mask. I like the mask making process.
Very cool.
I like
Very,
how
very cool.
it actually does at the end look like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. And when Ving Rhames is applying it to Tom Cruise, he's like pushing like right here under his eyes.
Yeah.
And the camera or some sort of camera trick, it fucking turns into Philip Seymour Hoffman.
It does.
Like some magic camera shit. It was incredible.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
That transition is awesome.
Yeah,
like,
really, really good.
It's also cool hearing him talk, and it's just Tom Cruise's voice coming out of Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
That
Excellent.
is,
This scene is great.
yeah, great
It's-
stuff here.
Classic Mission Impossible stuff. Love it.
This scene in the bathroom is really cool. How Davian is like washing the stuff off of his shirt, and he just appears behind him, and he makes him read the card to get his voice.
Yeah, that was
There's
cool.
What is this? I love the deadpan throughout everything for Philip Seymour
Yeah.
Hoffman.
He's just like a ruthless. He's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
you for all of this. Great. Great. Also, throughout all of this, they are again talking about Ethan's love life.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're gonna do that in the movie, why don't you have them do it when they're in transit?
That's a great
Just
point.
a little more like realistic. Like, I don't know. I get it. This is another day at the office for these people. I get it. But it really, really takes me out of it.
It's a bad viewing experience.
Yeah, like, so you sure about this? While he's applying Philip Seymour Hoffman's face to him, like, so you sure about this girl? You know, like, there's a tough job. It's gonna be hard for her to stick around. You know, like, dude, shut up.
2 years. That's all it lasts. I've
Yeah.
lived with a number of women. It's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, and the thing, like, I like all these characters. I have no
Oh,
real
yeah.
problem with them. It's just like these little things that you're putting in here is like really not. It's not for me. And I understand having that be a thing. The movie needs it for us to care about her.
Right.
I get it, but just like have it in a different setting.
It's like, you guys are doing a life or death mission here.
Yeah, the small talk. Get it out of here.
Hunt and the gang fake Davian's death in a car explosion. Oh, but it's a really cool car. He goes, yeah, well, yeah, gotta fucking do it.
I like that. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
This scene on the plane is cool because Hunt is interrogating him, and Davian doesn't give a fuck.
No, very, very
Or-
good stuff.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? And he just keeps repeating himself.
Yeah. And that's where Ethan fucking loses it.
Do you have a wife or girlfriend? Because I will come for them and I will hurt them.
Yeah,
I will
and
make
that's where
them
he's
bleed.
like, hey, you pushed the right button, brother. I'm going to hang out of this plane.
Hunt is putting literally everybody in danger here and gets absolutely nothing from him.
Yeah, because it's good because, like, the last villain was, like, just a mean guy.
Right.
This guy's, like, on a whole nother level. He's, like, vindictive. He's like, I'm gonna hurt the people you love.
Yeah. It's
Like,
truly evil.
Right in front of you. Right in front of you, I'm gonna do it.
She's
And
gonna
he's a man
call
of his
your
word.
name. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff. He's a great villain.
Yeah. And when he pops, he goes, and it says whatever he says, and he goes, Ethan. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Because Luther was
said his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Luther was sitting there going, Ethan, no!
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why not? Just drop him out of the plane.
Well, he needs to find out what the rabbit's foot is, you know?
Yeah, well, we still don't know.
It's true. But you know who does know? The twist.
Come on, baby!
Yep.
Chubby Checker Nose.
The guy who gave him the camera in the beginning.
Oh, Billy Crudup.
See that coming?
No, I didn't.
Me neither.
that was a good twist.
The big reveal, I was like, that's pretty good. They got
that was a good twist.
Because they show you later. I know I'm jumping ahead, but they show you later. They're like, oh shit, it's Laurence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But then.
Well, actually, we're right here because this is when Hunt and Luther watched the video from the microdot. And it's Kerry Russell Lindsay saying, I think Brassel is working with Davian.
Yeah. I think it's Morpheus.
Oh my god. There's an explosion and a big pile up on a bridge. A big fight occurs and a team comes and saves Davian. I said saves. They, I don't know, extract him.
Yeah. Also, the guy, the guy who ends up being the real bad guy.
Yeah.
The guy who gave him the mission. I like how he takes credit for Ethan going rogue on this just to get like an attaboy from.
Yes. Did you know about
Laurence
this mission?
Fishburne.
I
like,
did.
Yeah. He's like, great job. And he's like, yes. You fucking jerk. That should be the first. That's the first hint that, oh, this guy's not.
He's not on the up and up.
Yeah, this guy's not the good guy, is he? He's a rude dude.
Hunt goes to the hospital looking for Julia. Well, first he calls home and Aaron Paul picks up. And she's like, no, she's not here, man. Yeah, but your British friend was here. It's like, I think you see the guy, it's like, you trusted that creepy looking dude?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They have no idea that Ethan is like a super spy. So like, why would you have any reason to fear?
Because that's a weird looking dude.
It is. He's a menacing looking dude. Yeah.
Like, he literally, like, you look like a villain. I'm not going to tell you where Ethan or my sister are, because you look like a villain.
Yeah. Hey, is this Mission Impossible or something? What's going on?
Hunt gets brought in and spoken to by Brassel and Musgrave, and Musgrave talks to Ethan silently, letting Hunt read his lips, so thankfully that came back.
Yeah.
And then he gives him a knife or whatever to help him escape. And then he meets the gang. Yeah.
So, the bridge scene already happened?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you think of that?
It was all right. It's hectic. I can't.
There's a lot going on, but
yeah,
it's pretty cool. He gets the famous. There's an explosion in the back, and he gets shot to the side.
Yeah.
He hits a car to the side. Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it looks cool as hell. I'll give you that.
Every bone in his body is broken.
Yeah, you shattered Tom Cruise's back. He did that for real, apparently, like a rope tug into the back of a car.
Of course he did.
Yeah, it's Tommy Cruise, baby.
Why would he not do that?
He takes out a helicopter with an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Like a fucking madman. It's cool. It's cool. I was into all that. I was like, this is pretty cool. Also, like, there's that part where he jumps across the gap on the bridge.
Yeah.
You see, he could have like just ran around it. What are you taking that risk for, man? What are you doing?
It's cool. It's cool.
It is. He's like, this is Mission Impossible 2, Ethan. Here I go. After this, I'll be Mission Impossible 3, Ethan, again. Yeah, sorry to backtrack.
No, you're cool. I do like the detail that Hunt actually allows the guy who has Julia to escape. He like holds the door open for him.
Yeah. As
he's running around the hospital, and Davian calls him and tells him, hey, you have 48 hours to get me the rabbit's foot.
That's really good stuff. And the fact that the camera doesn't even focus on her and the guy passing him. It's just like the camera is on him and they pass in the background. It's like, that's such a good choice.
Well, that's good. And she's talking to him, and he just places the thing on her arm, and she's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Good night. Good stuff. This is where it's back to like really ratcheting tension,
Yeah.
It's not even like, okay, this isn't action, but it's super tense, and I'm.
It's also setting us up. We know what's going on, and it's setting us up.
Right, and we know what happens at the end because of the first scene.
And I also think
go ahead.
giving him 48 hours, it's like, oh, now there's a time limit that you got.
Yeah, and it's a time limit that's, frankly, irrelevant and strange because
it's irrational.
Yeah, well, also 48 hours, and he like goes to China.
I looked it up. A flight from Washington, D.C., which is where they are, to Shanghai.
Yeah.
Take a guess at how long a flight that is.
22 hours.
Close. It's a 19-hour flight at best.
Okay.
All right. So first, he goes to IMF Holding. Has all that time to be interrogated and all that and make his big escape. Plus the time it takes to get to the airport.
Yeah.
And it's like, you better fucking make that. But they do establish that, like, the time jump later, because, like, shortly after that, after the team assembles and makes a plan, he's like, all right, we got 2 hours.
Yeah. But he says that when they're in, like, the briefing for this mission. So, like, it took time to set up, like, the rope and all the shit you had. Like,
you didn't plan on the plane?
Yeah. And also,
they didn't do
like,
any planning on the plane there?
How'd you get on the roof? Like, what's going on here? Like, make the time limit a little more manageable, and I can believe that. But this is a little bonkers.
I like to imagine that on the plane, Luther and the others were going, I think we should really plan right now. And Ethan's going, you guys know I like to sleep on planes.
You know I work best under pressure, right?
Pressure makes diamonds, baby!
Yeah. So, like, what I didn't like was that he gets the rabbit's foot, this incredibly ambiguous thing. He gets it off screen.
Okay.
This is where the movie, like, I was really enjoying myself. And this didn't ruin it, but this is where this is J.J. Abrams, and he, like, starts at the greatest part and then, like, writes around that. And, like, that's not a bad way to write, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a writer. But, like, he does that a lot. Like, famously, Lost is, like, I've never seen it, but people love it. But they also hate it because it's clearly, like, it's just a shot in the dark idea. And they're like, wow, the execution's great. And then, like, but, like, you're building to something that you never pay off fully in a good way. And that's the issue with this movie is, like, the rabbit's foot is this huge thing, and we never find out what it is, and he gets it off screen.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, if you pull your parachute to, like, at that height, you're going to die. He doesn't. He lives. He's fine.
Well,
okay.
It's made even worse by the end of the movie when he's like, what exactly is the rabbit's foot? It's like, don't actively ask that at the end.
And then he's like, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
I just sat here for 2 hours. Yeah. I want to know what it is.
I'll never fucking know. It's a McMuffin, Robbie.
Oh, my God.
The sausage and egg and cheese McMuffin.
Delicious.
Delicious.
You know what part I didn't like?
What's that?
When they start shooting baseballs at the guards to distract them. You're secret agents. There's got to be a better plan.
How about bullets?
Oh, there we go. What are we doing with this baseball shit?
I don't know.
They have guns. The minute they see you, you're dead.
Yeah. Although, when Ethan's sliding, he takes 2 shots, and they're both, like, bullseyes.
Of course. He's the coolest guy ever with the biggest dick.
Superhero. Yep.
Maggie Q and Declan share a moment, and Hunt jumps out a fucking window with the rabbit's foot. Oh, yeah, this is after his first insane jump, and Luther's like, he made it. I knew he'd make it.
Classic.
Yeah. Hunt then almost unleashes a chemical weapon on Shanghai.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunt's team picks him up, and Declan says they're coming. Okay, yeah, of course they're coming. You just blew up a fucking building. Like, you were just shooting baseballs at guards. What do you think's gonna happen?
Also, while Ethan's getting the rabbit's foot, we got the two side characters. What is he, Scottish?
I think he's Irish, Declan.
Irish. All right, Irish guy and
Maggie Q. They share a moment.
Q. Yeah, about like a lost cat.
Yeah, that's why I very briefly just said they share a moment, and I just kept moving.
Yeah, well, get that out of here.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, and then he's like, heads up! He bashes through a window. They're like, oh shit, that's right, we're in a movie.
They actually thought they were on break, and they were just talking about their cat.
Yeah, they were just filming break. And Tom Cruise was like, we're rolling up here. Oh, shit.
Hunt is told to meet Davian at a train yard, and then he's picked up by the other guy, and he hands him a vial to drink, and he's like, no questions.
Yeah, and he does it because he loves his wife.
Yep, that's what you should always do. Just drink something.
I always do.
What's the problem?
I know this is like out of left field and completely irrelevant, but my wife likes a lot of true crime stuff, and we were watching this thing.
She is a woman in her 30s.
That's true. And she, the wife killed the husband by poisoning him with antifreeze in his like tea or whatever. And so like when she's getting questioned by the police, she was like, "Well, I put the the tea," and that's how they got her. And she misspoke. And that's fucking great. That's hilarious.
That's amazing. People are so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Hunt wakes up and they inject the bomb into his nose. And now we're at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. And I think this is where they drop the ball.
I'm very confused here because he goes, I gave you the rabbit's foot. He's like, no, you didn't. I was like, did he? Wait, what? What happened?
Right. What did happen? And it makes me think like Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's just like a man of his word. He's just like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill your wife in front of you because of what you did to me on that plane.
Well, yeah.
Like, doesn't he have it?
I don't know.
Or the real
I think
bad
so.
guy?
I think the real bad guy has it or knows what it is or it's not even a real thing maybe. I don't know.
Right. So this is did Philip Seymour Hoffman, this is questions. Did Philip Seymour Hoffman knowingly kill that assistant lady?
Yes.
Instead of his wife?
Yes. Because Billy Crudup says, because he like pulls the mask off of her and he's like, yeah, remember she did him, she betrayed him or like she failed. No, she failed him.
Yeah.
So like he was just doing that to torture Ethan Hunt.
Okay. Seems just really taking the wind out of our sails with that.
Yeah.
With being like, wow, you really did a devastating thing. Just kidding. She's fine.
Let's walk that back real quick, guys.
Right. And that's the thing is they essentially do it again, but worse.
Right.
Because they do have her. So it's like, I don't know. Again, it just seems like they were like, let's make this the opening scene. It's like, wow, that's really good. Now what? And they're like, I guess we just do it again. Just do it again.
Yeah, because we see a lot of it again.
Yeah. And like less interesting.
Yeah, because I've seen it.
Yeah. But like the real plan is they do it again. I just.
All right, for realsies this time.
Yeah, essentially. I don't know. That's where it kind of fell apart for me.
We see the team get off the plane and immediately taken into custody. We get the explanation from Crudup that they did not kill Julia. And all Musgrave wants, this is Billy Crudup, is what Lindsay's message was. He's like, did she believe it was Brassel? Did she?
Yeah.
Did she believe it? It's like, okay. That's all he cared about. Did she fall for it?
Yeah.
I do good?
Are we good? We're good, right? We're good.
Musgrave allows Hunt to talk to Julia, but he bites Musgrave's hand and knocks him out or kills him. I'm not really sure which. I think just knocks him out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hunt then calls Benji, Simon Pegg, and has him lead him to Davian via like cell phone signal. And he's like, I'm going to lose my job for this.
I like that. I like that he's like panicking, but then like somebody walks by and he's like playing it cool. He's like, oh yeah, how are you? Great. All right. You make the next left. Like, I like that a lot. That was cool.
Hunt finds Julia, but Davian activates the charge in his head, which doesn't kill him immediately.
Well, it didn't kill Kerry Russell immediately either. Remember, her head started hurting real bad.
Oh, okay.
So that's what's happening to him. He's like, ouchie, ouchie.
Hunt is able to gain control of himself long enough to fight Davian out onto the street. And this is a great death because he just rolls under him and the car just annihilates him.
He's dead as hell.
That's a great death. Really fun and a kind of unexpected death.
Yeah, didn't see it coming. But again, that's like he had a gun to his wife again.
Yeah.
It was just like for real this time.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not kidding.
That's not good. You already did this and it was better.
Yeah, exactly. You did it very recently, actually.
Yeah, a couple of minutes ago.
Hunt electrocutes himself. Julia accidentally kills Musgrave. Julia then punches Hunt's chest until he wakes back up.
Yeah.
That was their plan, because he explains it to her. He's like, yeah, and then I'll electrocute you gotta flip the switch on and off. Don't forget the off.
Yeah. I mean, it's classic Ethan Hunt, like, all right, I'm gonna do this crazy thing that has like a 0.6% chance of working.
He actually did this.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is a madman. But he's like, I'm gonna do this thing, hold this gun, you point and click. It's just like that. People are gonna try and kill us. You gotta bring me back to life and defend me. And she's like, what? And he dies on purpose.
Yeah.
And she immediately is like, I'm calm. She's like, oh, okay. All right, I got this. And she kills the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then brings him back to life by just falcon punching him. Falcon punch!
She is a nurse.
Yeah. I mean, it's bananas, but it's like, it's all right. This is
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. A-N.
I agree.
A-N.
Oh.
A-S. A-N. P-L. Plantain.
Wow. Well, I mean,
Hunt explains everything to
Julia.
Yeah. Hunt explains everything to Julia, and then Brassel thanks and apologizes to Hunt. The gang all have a good smile, and the credits roll.
So that's the most unrealistic thing about this entire movie, is that she's just like, okay.
Oh, you're a secret agent, of course.
Yeah. Okay. We're still in love. No, that's a fucking deal breaker. First off, your dog's dead.
Yeah. Oh.
Second, you almost died. Third, you just killed him and then brought him back to life.
Yeah.
These are all experiences that are sticking with you until you're dead. You need therapy now. A whole bunch of stuff. And you're just like, okay, this is just another little quirky thing about Ethan. Nah, you're out. You're out. Immediately. You'd be pissed, too. Like, why didn't you fucking tell me before we got legally bound to each other?
Annulled.
Yeah.
Annulled.
Spoiler alert, Robbie. She is in the next one.
Oh, when they do anal.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
He's like, I know we've done crazy, adventurous things, but hear me out. Dun, 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 dun.
That's what he thrusts to.
Yeah. He thrusts in 5'8".
Andy, you want to go to Letterboxd?
Yeah, I do.
I think this movie is okay.
I do. I think that the intensity of the highs are really, really good.
Okay.
But I think that it does let itself down at the end with the
What is the
false
rabbit's
ending.
foot?
Yeah, that too. But also just the false ending of like, oh, this is what's going to happen at the end. But also just kidding, we're going to do it again, but like 10 times worse.
Which is funny because, like, you didn't need to extend the movie an extra 20 minutes.
No.
You could have
But,
just
like,
made a movie that was an hour 50.
Yeah, and it ends like where he kills his wife and he has to deal with like, okay, that's on you because, you know, you can't, all your friends were right. You can't do both.
But he can't fail, Andy.
He can't.
He
That's the
never
thing.
loses.
No, he's the Dom Toretto before there was Dom Toretto.
Right.
But I saw on Letterboxd we rated the first Mission Impossible a 4.5.
That's a high rating.
It is, but that's a really good movie.
It is a really good movie.
I think we rated the second one like 2
Okay.
because it's a bad movie.
It is a bad movie. It's not good.
I think
Very-
this
very
one's, yeah, I think this one's smack dab in the middle.
I was gonna say 3.
Okay, I was, my original score is 4, but it's not a 4.
No, I would not
I think,
say 4.
I think it's more of a 3.5.
You think it's that good?
Yeah, just because of the good stuff is like really good. You know? I mean, the opening scene alone is like fantastic.
Yeah, the opening scene is great, but then the dialogue brings us down a lot, and it falls
Yeah.
apart. Like, the plot of the movie falls apart.
It does, but the
Like, we
action
spent so much
scenes-
time. The Humpty Dumpty alone knocks us
does
down
bring it
half a
down
star.
full, yeah. But remember the face mask scan scene, and when he's pretending to be Philip Seymour Hoffman, this is good stuff.
That is good. But then they talk about his relationship during it.
That's true. All right. You win this one, Robbie. This is a 3. This is a
That was
3.
a 3-star movie. Well, you
This
can
is
follow
good.
us.
It's good.
Oh, it's
not
good. No, I
Yeah.
would never I wouldn't want to watch it again. I'd watch the first one again.
I'd watch the first scene of this.
Yeah, but that's not the full movie.
No, it's not. But I
I
would
mean,
watch it.
I'd watch a lot of individual scenes of movies.
I'd watch that first scene and then the Humpty Dumpty scene. For a larf.
Follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand.
Yeah.
Andy, I have 4 trivia questions.
Oh, yeah, Robbie. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
3.
I'll go
Yeah.
first then.
Okay.
At the party, what does Ethan Hunt say he does for work? Program traffic lights, ensure pedestrian safety, vehicle inspections, study traffic patterns.
I'm going to go study traffic patterns.
He does study traffic patterns.
That's what he says?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what he says. Yeah,
so special.
you are special.
Thanks.
Special K.
I am not a cereal.
Oh, put you a snack, baby.
Hey, what? I'm sorry, who was cast in Kerry Russell's role, but had to pull out? Pull out.
Fuck.
Jennifer Aniston, Scarlett Johansson, Amanda Seyfried, or Keira Knightley?
Keira Knightley.
No, it was Keira Daly. No, wasn't her.
Who are the other options?
Jennifer Aniston, Scarlett Johansson, Amanda Seyfried.
Scarlett Johansson.
Correct.
Huh.
Yeah.
I could see her in that role.
Yeah.
What apartment number does Musgrave tell Hunt to go to in Shanghai? 1406, 1604, 4106, 6401.
4106.
It is not 4106.
Damn it. 1406.
It is 1406.
Yeah. Which J.J. Abrams series did Tom Cruise binge 2 seasons of before he decided to hire him as director? Was it Alias, Lost, Fringe, or Felicity?
Alias.
Correct.
It had to be Alias.
Yeah.
When Ethan is in disguise at the airport, what language does he speak to the lady at the desk? Italian, Spanish, Czech, Romanian.
I believe it's Czech.
It is Czech.
Yeah. More like cash.
Oh,
More like credit. All right. Sorry.
more like traveler's check.
Yeah, more like debit. Who was cast as the villain but had to drop out? Mel Gibson, Alan Cumming, Kenneth Branagh, Robert Downey Jr.
Kenny Branagh.
Kenny Braggs.
He seems like the type.
Yeah, you are correct. Previous episode, Wild Wild West.
Wiki. I say.
Yep.
What's the number of the tag that Hunt puts on the rabbit's foot? 693416, 496361, 146936, 639641.
The first one.
No, it is not 693416.
The second one.
It is not 496361.
The third one.
It is not 146936.
Well, then it's got to be that fourth one.
It is 639641. Wow. That's the number of the tag that Ethan Hunt puts on the rabbit's foot. He tags a fucking rabbit. That poor little thing.
You hate to see it happen.
You do. But you know what you love to see happen?
What's that?
I wrote a song.
Oh, me too.
Tell your friends.
Okay. Hey guys, Robbie wrote a song.
I also have a pick to flick.
All my friends are here in the room with me.
I see that.
Yeah.
There's no one else in the room with you.
There never will be.
Oh, no. All right, call it in the air, please.
All right. Tails.
It's heads. I win. Go me. I'll go first.
I'm sick of this being rigged.
Hey. You'll never understand what I do. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't. You're correct.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. All right. My song is called The Bold and the Stupid. Because
Okay.
that line where he's like, hey, there's a line between bold and stupid or something like that.
Yeah.
That's clearly, I remember it well. And that's what my song is called, The Bold and the Stupid. And it goes like this.
Finally out and I'm brought back in. Don Corleone, but I always win. A biohazard released in the air. In the past 6 years I've cut my hair. Repelled down the side, old brick passing by. If I'm wrong, then I will die. Jet setting, no regretting. Lie about workers of the looks I'm getting. Be bold if you wanna save the world. Be stupid, do it all for a girl. Be bold to get what you want. Be stupid and jump. No emotional, violent deadpan. Today is not enough to form a plan. Hold you out of plane, have I gone insane? I've lost the best student I've ever trained. A rabbit's foot, a terror threat. He hasn't killed my loved ones yet. The chip in my brain is ready to blow, and I am always ready to go. Be bold if you wanna save the world. Be stupid, do it all for
That's my song called "The Bold and the Stupid."
I like it.
Thanks. It's about Mission Impossible 3, and that's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so funny, like, we talk all this, and then we get to the song. It's like, yeah, we talked about the movie. I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, especially with movies like this, like this is just like spectacle for the most part.
Yeah, there's nothing deep about this.
Right. So it's
Well,
hard to like write a meaningful song about it and then like talk about the meaning.
Right. You want me to show you something deep?
Sure.
I bend over.
It's his bungus.
Oh,
Well, I enjoyed the harmonies. I
Thank you.
enjoyed the lyrics. I liked he cut his hair and all that.
He
I
did.
liked
He
that.
did cut his hair over the last 6 years.
He
That's
did.
the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at him.
Yeah. Good stuff. I liked it.
Thanks. But I want to hear your song.
Okay, my song is called "The Rabbit's Foot."
Rabbit's Foot Chop.
Yep. And
Hey,
as
Thumper.
is tradition, I wrote my Mission Impossible song in 5/8. I always thought it was 5/4, but it's not. It's more 5/8. I don't really know how these things work. I counted 5. Okay.
All right, I can count
So-
to 5.
Yeah. That's it though. I'm sorry. I was joshing. I was simply joshing.
You know it's true.
I didn't know that. That's incredible.
13925.
Oh no, Robbie. Oh no, Robbie. Yeah, I wrote it in 5/8, and because of dun 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 dun. That's in 5/8 or 5/4. What I don't know. It's 5.
It doesn't
right?
matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay,
Music
it's called
is
the
music.
Rabbit's Foot. And I wrote in that. Now there is. It goes 5/8, 5/8, 6/8.
Whoa.
5/8, 5/8, 6/8. Sometimes because I goofed.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? I thought it was cool.
You didn't
What
have to say that.
Nah, I didn't. But I want to be honest with our listeners, Robbie.
Fair enough.
But you know what? I think it sounds fine. It doesn't sound like a mistake, so it sounds deliberate. Let's give it a listen, Robbie. It's called The Rabbit's Foot. Tame the rabbit's foot. Is it worth her life? Obtain the rabbit's foot. Is she gonna die? Personal versus professional. Can I balance both, or will she die? 'Cause I can't say no. I won't let you die. Don't let me die. Bring me home alive. I won't let you die. Don't let me die. Bring me home alive. I can't stay put. Evil's afoot. It's the rabbit's foot. I can't stay put. Evil's afoot. It's the rabbit's foot. It's about again. When will they learn? Good guys, bad guys. All the lines are blurred. Personal versus professional. Can I balance both, or will she die? 'Cause I can't say no. I won't let you die. Don't let me die. Bring me home alive. I won't let you die. Don't let me die. Bring me That's my song, The Rabbit's Foot. I forgot that the chorus is a bad pun. I can't stay put. Evil's afoot. It's the rabbit's foot.
I liked it.
That's dumb.
That was cool.
Thanks.
You know what's funny? I was sitting there counting it, trying to figure out when it went into 6/8.
It really only happened at the beginning and then the end of each chorus.
Yeah, that's when I noticed it at the end of the chorus.
Yeah. But yeah, I was sick, so the vocals were a struggle, but rock and roll. I used my vintage guitar.
I love it.
Because I was sick and I was like, probably lower tuning's probably going to be easier. And it probably was. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's my song's called Rabbit's Foot. And it's about Mission Impossible 3.
I liked it.
Yeah, not as good as the first one, but better than the second one.
I agree with that statement. Full-heartedly. Fool-heartedly.
Robbie.
I'm a fool. A racial fool. A racist fool. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Robbie.
I hate biathlons.
He hates races.
I don't like running.
He doesn't like running.
That's why I don't like Forrest Gump.
That's why he doesn't like Forrest Gump.
Too much running. Johnny. Andy.
Yeah.
What are we doing next week?
Next week, I believe we're doing Lilo and Stitch.
We are doing... Yeah. In preparation for what?
H.
Oh, my God. Andy, no,
Yeah.
we're doing it in preparation for Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitchception.
The live-action remake.
Yes.
Wow. What do you think about that?
I think they nailed the most important thing. Stitch is adorable as shit.
I haven't seen anything.
No, Stitch looks great.
Good. I think they're smart because kids love Stitch.
It's understandable.
Like, even to this very day, which is interesting because it's like, 20 years old at this point.
Have you seen Lilo and Stitch?
I have, yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're doing that next week.
Yeah. So get ready to take a trip to Hawaii with us.
Yeah.
And you can call us Lilo and Bitch.
Who's who?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I call bitch.
I call Lilo because you already called Bitch.
Yeah. Snooze, you lose, Robbie.
You know what the sequel to that movie is called? Stitch Has a Glitch, and it's like an hour and 11 minutes. That's a way to put effort into that one, guys.
Sounds like a straight to DVD.
It probably was. DVD. Coming soon.
Yeah. Kind of missed that. I missed that about, like home video always had like some trailers at the beginning. I missed those.
I don't.
I say that, and like if I like started streaming something and it had something like that, I'd be like, get the shit out of my fucking face. So,
well, they do kind of have that now because so many streaming services are like, hey,
that's true.
Watch 3 minutes of commercials and then you can watch your movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine because I'm not paying for premium.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes Max is like, hey, just letting you know we got this other show. Looks pretty good. Why don't you check that out? But it gives you the option to skip it.
Yeah.
Andy, anyway.
Where can they hear our music?
Wow, what a great question. You go to Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, wherever you get your music, and you search The Royds.
That's what that's called. It's a bunch of S's.
Oh, okay.
Download the app.
For snakes. Well, nice. Yeah, you search The Royds and you'll find a whole bunch of music, including collections from this very podcast and original studio recordings from this very band. And you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com and you'll find everything, including bonus songs, guest songs, all the Royds songs. And that's pretty cool. Also, the YouTube, if you head over to the TheRoydsBand on YouTube, you'll find all these songs. Robbie, tell us a little more about that.
I can very easily do that. You go to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, TheRoydsBand. There we are. You can find us there. Or you can find us on Reddit at TheRoydsBand. We also have a Royds Review community, subreddit, whatever it's called. We have a mega post where you can make all your movie requests there. It currently has a whopping 0 suggestions last time I checked it. I probably shouldn't have even said that.
Listen, be the first one. Be the first one.
Yeah. Be our first, but be gentle.
There's got to be a better way to say that, Robbie.
Send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Wherever you're listening to us, give us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps me and my buddy, you over here, you Jones. You can't see him. He's behind me.
Yeah, he's
He's camera shy.
Yeah.
But it helps Andy too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But we'd love to hear from you. Request a movie. We'll do it. We promise.
Of course. A horse, of course. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch next week. And we'll see you lady.
Lilo and Twitch next week. We're going to be streaming on Twitch. We're not. That's a lie. Don't look for us there.
He lied just now.
I do. You know why? Because I'm a dirty, filthy liar. Okay, bye, everybody.
We'll see you lady.